Welcome back, you guys, to Mochi Design. We are going to continue on with the tutorial and putting together our character for animation. So I'm just going to take this away and by dragging and selecting and then hitting delete, and now it's gone. So now we're going to set up the body. We're in the first keyframe, but we're going to set up everything. So we're going to start with the head. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect because we can go in and make everything perfect afterwards. So there's the head. There is a neck. Let's go from the bottom. Here's a foot, and there's 2 feet. And there's the torso. We have the right upper leg. So anything that you want to just double instead of making 2 different symbols, you can go to the free transfer tool and rotate if needed. Just like that, you just rotate over. And so this is the fun part, I feel like, is the bone tool. So we will set up her bones. So you're gonna go to the left, or you can hit M and then you see the little bone here. As well as if you don't see that, there's these 3 buttons here, and it may be over in this section as well. So here is the bone tool, and so now you're going to go into the middle part, the torso, and you're going to click, and then you're going to drag to another part of the body. So I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to click and drag to the arm, and click and drag to this arm. And as you can see here, there is another layer that came up called armature. I'm going to go to the end of this and click and drag to this part. And as you can see, there's still a space between everything. So, we don't want her to move like that. So I will show you how to fix that. And connect there. And this arm. And this goes down here to the pelvic, and then you're going to connect it to the upper leg, and then to the other upper leg, and then here you're going to connect there to each leg, and then to the feet as well. Now I will show you. Let's do the head. So here's a neck. I gave her a neck, and then here's her head. Okay. So now I'm just going to show you guys what happens when there's all this space between. So we're at the selection tool, and now we're moving. And we can see kind of how this does not look all correct. I guess she's dancing here. So we're going to want to make sure everything's all tightened up. So I think this is like super fun once you put the bone tool on here. So there's different ways. You can either use the free transform tool to do this, or you can use the selection tool as well. So to use the selection tool, you select and you hit Alt and select, and then you can move down. You see how that is? And now it's more connected to her neck at least. But as you can see, this neck is ahead of the actual, let's zoom in, it's in front of the chin, and that's not how people usually are their neck. So you're going to arrange it, and we're going to bring it to send it to the back, and there we are. So that's one way to connect it. The other way is with the free transform tool. So you just click the free transform tool, click what you want to do, and you just move it like that, and you just keep moving like this. As well as sometimes you want this point of connection to be different, so you can use the free transform tool, and you see this little white section, you can show where you want it to connect. So you can move it like that. And so I'm going to do the rest of her body now. So here's an example of when it's not as really connected right. You see this? And then this section is what the problem is. So you're gonna click onto it. You're gonna, so you're gonna click to it and then you're just gonna hit delete. And then that deletes that. And this one too. So let's zoom in and see what's going on with the neck a little bit better. Okay. So let's go into the free transform tool and move this connection point here. And not exactly what I was looking for it to do. And let me see. So this added this. What is that? Let's delete that. Okay, that's why. Okay. Let's go out of this and see. Oops. Edit undo. And let's see how it moves. Okay, so now we have her here. So as you can see, everything is moving rather crazily. So you're gonna go into once you're into the selection tool, you're gonna click something like this, and you're going to go into your properties and start to constrain different angles. So depending on how you want it, and if you guys can see, if you go up close, see that little triangle, that green, like half of a circle almost, that shows you the range of motion. You can see it actually gets bigger as you go out, so it may be easier to see it when it's not closer up, but it's right here. And that gives you the range of motion. So now when you move it, well, this one is moving because of this point here. But if you hit shift, you'll just move this one region without moving the whole arm around, which is like helps so much when it comes to actually making the animation. So you hit shift and you can kind of move things separately. So see how this is moving like this. Without hitting shift, this is what happens. So as you can see with shift, that this only goes up to that same point and down. Thank you guys for watching. We are going to continue with this episode on the next video. I hope you guys will subscribe to learn more, and have a great rest of your day today. Bye.